Hello, thanks for joining me today. I'm really pleased that you have, because today is a special day. It's the 12th of the 12th, and it is a time when we're told there's an open portal of energy. And if we focus on what it is that we want in our lives, what we want to manifest, the chances are that the thing that we want will come to us. So I hope that today we've all been steering clear of negative thoughts and really focusing on what it is that we want in our lives. Because for a lot of us at the moment, it's very easy to fall into a negative mindset. It's very easy to say, oh, yeah, it's all awful. The world is terrible. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, it kind of is. But you know what? It has to. We're at a point, almost like the tipping point at this stage. I nearly said point again. We're nearly at that tipping point where we will push over into a place where we start to rebuild afresh. All the old structures are falling. You can see it around you. We're at a point where our civilization as we know it is crumbling, and it has to make way for what's coming, to make way for the new. You know, we're at that point that you saw in Rome, if we look at the history books, where Rome became totally decadent, and it was a very different society to ours in the West in 2024. But we did see a society where consumption was key, excess was common, and people were more concerned with their own wealth and livelihoods and how much they had and how much they consumed than with anything that bore any resemblance to love and kindness. Now, obviously, there were people living in ancient Rome that were very kind and loving, but as a general rule, the society didn't reflect that. That's what's happening today. I think we can all see it all around us. So what do we do about it? Well, the first thing to do is to keep focused on love, gratitude, and what it is that we want to see in the world, and steer ourselves away from constantly talking about what's wrong with the world. We know what's wrong. We know what the governments are doing. We know what's happening. We know that there is something very rotten at the heart of all governments these days. Focusing on that is not going to help us change anything. What we need to do is focus on being the best, strongest, most powerful being that we can. So totally focusing on how we can make a change by being, embodying love. So that is what I've been focusing on today. Now, if you're thinking, well, that's all very well for her to say, I'm not speaking from just reading something in a book. I know from experience. I've been through some very hard times, and I am still here. And the reason I'm still here is because I have been able to shift my focus on what it is that I want to see in the world and what I am looking to become and be by building up my energy, my power, my innate power. I'm not entirely there yet. I don't think any of us are necessarily, not at this stage. But that's what I focus on. So that's my thought for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that it might have nudged you into thinking a little differently about where you are right now and where you want to be. Because being rather than doing is another one of the keys. I'll talk about that in another little chat another time. For now, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.